only ever I was gonna say adorable. I can do words. Yeah, we have Cupcake Paints, and on with us today is a brand new creator. She has starting up a starting up her own sort of her own sort of AU and stuff in a new and interesting format, and yeah, she is a Tabby Chin. How do you say that?
Just just say TabFP crea or just tab, like the keyboard key. It's much easier to say.
Yeah, yeah, that. Tab, woo. Yeah.
Yay!
So, Tab, would you like to introduce yourself to some people who might not know who you are and all that?
Yeah, sure. So, hi, my name is Tab. I'm a 15-year-old girl from Germany, and I'm the producer of the Undertale AU Reset, which is an audio drama. And chapter 1 and 2 are out already. Go check them out. Sorry. And yeah.
And
Um,
remember while you're there to like and subscribe. No, but yeah, this. But yeah, so yeah, for those who don't know, an audio drama is basically. I'm guessing most of you have heard of audio books. An audio drama is basically that, but it's basically just like imagine a TV show but without visuals, and it's just like sound effects and voices and all that.
yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
hmm And yeah, I I'm actually this is actually a little sort of double review because Cupcake Paints actually stars in this AU as the character Dawn.
Yeah, right.
I have one part in in the first episode, and play another character in future episodes. But shh.
Yeah, don't reveal that yet.
Hush, hush. But yeah, uh, we yeah. So yeah, uh, uh, well, I think it's first first question ask is you kind of explained this while we were just setting up the stream, but for those not that know, why did you choose audio drama and stuff over other mediums for doing this AU?
So, originally I was trying to make a comic, or like my idea was to make a comic, but since I can't draw, that probably wasn't a good idea. I couldn't make an animation either, and I just kind of felt like writing a fanfic was just kind of boring because you just had text, and I actually really wanted to get into voice acting, and I saw a lot of people doing voice acting projects and stuff. So I just thought that it would be really cool to like basically make a movie but without the visuals, and just let the people imagine the scene on their own. Like, you've got the sound and everything, but all the visuals, the scene itself, people gotta imagine that on their own. And I really like that idea. Just yeah, just basically making kind of like a movie, but it's not a movie.
Yeah. I was actually first introduced to audio dramas and stuff like uh uh how I was introduced to audio dramas like firsthand, like before I actually knew what they even were, was my was for my seventh grade literature class. My class was reading The Hobbit, J.R. Tolkien and stuff, and and I and me being the lazy flip, and me being the lazy flip, I was like, oh, I'll just ask my mom who has Audible and stuff to get me the audio version instead. But instead of getting me just the regular audiobook, she gets me this she gets me this version where it's like an audio drama and stuff, where it's like all where it's like there's different actors like playing the different dwarves and 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 Bilbo and stuff. So yeah, it was interesting. Like I remember like being a little kid and like starting the first chapter and being like, that's not an audiobook. That's not an audiobook at all. But I still liked it, even though I didn't finish the book. And fun fact, my fun fact, I had a paper due on it, and my brother pretended to read the whole book. I didn't find out till later that he didn't, and I was just like, hey Adam, I need help. How does this book end? And he was just like, oh, and he kind of came up with his own original ending for the book that's kind of totally based off. That's kind of like more based off the movie version of events than anything. Which yes, because the Hobbit movies are known for how well they adapted the original text. Yeah.
You know, I really like audio dramas and audiobooks too, because you can just listen to them while you're doing something else. Like, for example, you can't cook while reading a book. So it's like it kind of comes in handy to just be able to listen to something.
Yeah. But how I really got into audio dramas, though, personally, was that there's was that I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I'm a big Doctor Who fan and stuff, and there's this whole section of Doctor Who stuff that's just audio dramas and stuff. It's called it's from the startup company called Big Finish. Like at the start of it, they were just a fan fiction company. They were just doing audio dramas for with their own like fan made doctors and companions and stuff. But then the BBC was like, hey, you guys are doing good work. Why come actually work for us? And they got the official license to use like official doctors and stuff. It's like they originally started out with like only like 5, 6, and 7, but they've grown on since then. Now they have the 4th Doctor. They have the 8th and the 10th. The 10th. They haven't done anything with 11 or 12 though yet, or the 13th, which I'm sad because 11th is my favorite Doctor. And also, just recently they got the 9th Doctor, which was actually a big achievement for them because the 9th Doctor was like, no, I'm not doing any more Doctor Who after what happened and stuff, but he decided to do it anyway. But yeah, I originally found out about these audio dramas when one day my brother was like, hey, you want to see this cool Dalek video I found? And I'm just like, excuse me? And it was basically like someone had recreated like a scene from the audio drama, but with like their toy set of Daleks and stuff. I was just it was stop motion, and I was just like, whoa, what's this audio from? And he's just like, I don't know. And yeah,
That's really cool. No, actually, yeah. Sorry, go on.
But yeah, I find the audio drama an interesting medium because there are some limitations, but there's a lot of possibilities with it just being audio and stuff. Like there's this one Doctor Who audio drama in particular called Scherzo, where it's so abstract and weird and just and stuff. It's like there's images in it that are just plain impossible to visualize in a visual medium, but they can only be done through audio and stuff, which is which was really interesting to listen to, even if it did make my brain hurt.
Yeah, actually, it's not always easy to like uh convert a scene from like a script to the audio drama, because like I don't know, there's sometimes just things that you can't really, yeah, you can't really show when you only have audio. Like, I mean, that's mostly why I have the narrator, but still, there are just some things that I only realize while editing the chapters, where I go like, oh, I can't do that. So it's sometimes really difficult.
I'd
Yeah.
imagine. So, also, Tab, I think you should know Mito is in the chat.
Oh wait, he is. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm now looking at the chat. Oh yeah, hi.
Okay, okay, you said I misspelled Tab's name. How did I misspell it?
It's CREA.
Sarah.
CREA. God dang it. Uh, Alright.
Yes, you did manage to exist, Mito. Good for you.
Yeah. Oh, also like Pixel or whatever was in the chat earlier, basically like encouraging you, Tab. So that's nice of them to do.
Oh yeah. You know, I've got to say, reset wouldn't have been possible if like my friends wouldn't have been there and wouldn't have supported me, because it was hard. Like it's a huge thing. Like it's got 10 chapters, and each of them are like 15 to 20 minutes long, I think.
Hmm.
So it's like it's a big thing, and I wouldn't be here without them. So yeah.
So
Just
yeah, Delta Experiment in the chat asks, "Do you want to give like a pitch or a summary of the series premise for people who haven't watched it yet, or well, listen to it?" But yeah.
yeah, I could do that. Okay, so basically, in Reset, Frisk first did a genocide, but in
Ooh.
the end figured out that it just wasn't the right thing to do. Reset and did another pacifist route. So basically, after the pacifist route, they all end up on the surface, and it's all alright. They build a town and everything, and they just live there, and it's all really good. But someday Frisk notices that like monsters are vanishing, and like they have no idea what's going on. So they just kind of make this little team with Napsibluke and Monster Kid, and try to find where the missing monsters went. And well, Reset is mostly just about you know the journey and everything, and just trying to find them. And yeah, it's it's not gonna be what people expect it to be. That's just what I'm gonna say, because I try to make it kind of like individual and stuff, and it starts getting really good in chapter 3, which isn't out yet. But yeah, everyone who hasn't seen chapter 1 yet, you should check it out.
Her channel's link is in the description, guys. If you want to go, just go
For
poke
you
at that.
on YouTube, yes.
Yeah, but
Oh, my name's spelled wrong in the description too.
don't worry, I fixed it. All you need to do is refresh the page, and it should be fixed. Oh,
Wait,
oh,
it's
but
not. It's not working for me, but it's probably fine. It's fine.
yeah, but yeah, that's an interesting combination of characters. Characters being the main ones. Like, of course, I've seen like of course, like the 3-person duo of like Frisk, Monster Kid, and some other monster, but I didn't. Naps the Blue. That's an interesting character to add to the into the main cast. Why did you do that?
Honestly, I can't really remember. I mean, I do remember at first I was gonna add Muffet, but I was really worried that I wouldn't find a voice actor for her. Because somehow, like at the very beginning, I was thinking that there were gonna be no girls at all to voice female characters and stuff. But turns out there's a lot. But yeah, I just generally didn't want to make it around the main characters, because like everything's about the main characters, and I just kind of wanted to put focus on the side characters from the game itself and make them the main characters.
Hmm.
And I think I ended up with Napstablook because he was my favorite character for a long time. Just the sad, depressed ghost. I felt so bad for him.
Mino in the chat, tab Freddy Faz Pears, Sarah.
Creed. Moonshine Victory says "Hoi."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's the narrator for Reset.
Ooh, nice.
Man, I've got like half the cast here.
Yeah.
Yes, and Mito, as we know, if you didn't know, Pasta is the voice of Napstablook.
Oh yeah, right. I should have mentioned that.
But yeah, it is an interesting premise and stuff. Monsters disappearing and all that. I mean, as someone who's made his own post-pacifist AU, which is a lot more standard and stuff, if you're thinking about it, like it does have some it does have some curveballs in there, but it is mainly about it's about Frisk and the Dreamer family and Sans and whatever. But yeah.
I mean, that's also alright. Everyone like gets their own decisions and has their own, just their own imagination of what would happen after and what would be interesting. Like I'm really worried because there are a lot of Undertale other AUs that I was inspired by, and I was always worried oh no, am I accidentally copying someone else's work? So I just tried to go into a way different direction, because I was really worried that I didn't even notice that I was accidentally copying someone else's story.
Oh yeah,
So,
I also had that fear when I first started writing it. Also, when I first started writing, this was before Deltarune came out or anything. Deltarune came out or anything like that, so the fandom was getting progressively quieter and quieter and stuff. So I was just like, I gotta get it out now. Gotta get it out now before all those people leave and stuff. But then Deltarune came in, and I've explained it before, but when Deltarune came out again, I just totally freaked out again. When Toriel woke Chris up, I was making noises only dogs could hear.
actually, that reminds me, I played Deltarune before I played Undertale. So I remember the specific thing in Undertale. After getting out of the ruins, I was like, "Hey, that's the guy from Deltarune." when first meeting Sans, that's just something that's kind of stuck with me. Just a random fact.
Or half the popular use about Sans, whereas the original content, yes, it is kind of a problem. But hey, if he's the most popular character, he's the most popular character. I mean, one of the few interesting things about my AU that's different is that the main character in it is Azriel instead of Frisk or anything like that. So yeah, I got the fluffy goat boy out in front. and because he's my
That's
favorite character as well.
yeah, that's really cool too.
hmm Uh, but anyway, speaking of, since there's so many of the cast in here, I might as well ask, how did you and Cupcake meet? Honestly.
Well,
Um,
she put the link to the server asking for voice actors to join in the deeper down server.
oh
hmm
yeah, right.
And I saw it and I'm like, I've been wanting to try to get into voice acting. Let me see what this is about. And so I joined.
I mean, honestly, that's how I got most of the voice actors. Just advertising and hoping that somebody joins. Honestly, at first I wasn't even sure if people would even want to do this. If I could get enough people. Cuz like right now we're at like 12 roles, I think, and 12 voice actors or something. I don't know, but something around that. And I was just so worried that I wouldn't find enough people.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few voice actors that have two roles, but that's mostly just because I didn't want anybody to have like a really small role, so I felt bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can voice one of these main characters and voice this character for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So what made you decide that Cupcake was right for Dawn? Because I'm sure she like tried out for some other parts, like a certain armless monster.
Well, it was just like I had this idea in mind for Dawn with like that southern accent or something. I don't know why I thought that would fit, but I just really wanted that accent. And Cupcake did really well. Like it was just exactly the way I imagined it. I Yeah, I don't know, it just fits super well.
Maybe we could get an example of that for those who might not have heard it before.
Pasta why?
Yeah, I know it's kind of like I know asking a voice actor to do that is like going up to a comedian and be like, be funny.
Be funny, Miss comedian man. uh,
Mino, your P in the chat. Mino, your PFP looks like the bi flag. Yeah, that's all right. We're very accepting here. I I'm pretty sure. I'm pansexual. Cupcake's asexual, and well, I don't know about you, Tab. You're still 15. You're still young yet, so
Yeah.
yeah. Oh. I'm not even bi. Oh, well, dang.
it's just
Uh,
the colors, pretty colors, yes.
yeah, there's actually a term for that. It's called like bi-lighting and stuff, where there's like where there's like pink, blue, and purple and stuff.
hmm
And it's just called bylighting?
Yeah. Well, when they're used in combination.
Yeah.
And yeah, us, creative types tend not to be the straightest of folk.
I mean, that's perfectly fine, right?
Obviously, I mean, we're literally talking about basically a fanfic for a game where there's like game where one of the big romances of the game is a lesbian romance between a fish and a lizard. So
Yeah.
but anyways, so what made you decide on the title of Reset? Because it's not typical. It's like, I know it's like the typical thing is like something tail and stuff. So what made you decide on Reset?
Well, so at first I actually wanted to call it Pretary Tale, like Pretary, like the Latin word for past or something.
Hmm.
But I figured that nobody could remember and pronounce that, so I scrapped that idea.
You didn't want
Um,
you didn't want a whole bunch of people being like, oh yeah, there's this new AU I found. It's called Pateri Tale or something like that.
yeah, I kind of wanted to avoid that. Just, yeah. But then again, I just wanted it to be like unique and something special.
Hmm.
And I figured that uh, someone who knows Undertale well would probably think of it when hearing the word reset, so it wasn't too far off. And in the end, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but reset is a pretty fitting name for the whole thing, and it just it plays a big role.
People just speculate like, oh my god, that means Frisk is gonna reset, and 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 I mean, and I would love it if there was like a joke, if there was just a one-off joke where it's just like Frisk is gonna reset, and she just like resets like a game console or something. But yeah,
I mean, you you can make a lot of jokes about just resetting. Like ever since I chose that name, I see it everywhere on Discord, on literally every electronic device, everywhere. So yeah.
yeah, it's just one of those. It, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things where it's like, where where it's like as soon as you like use a phrase a whole bunch, you start seeing it everywhere. I love the story of Reset. Well, I hope you would, Moonshine Victory. You're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's certainly more interesting than most things. Where it's just like there's sands, something about Gaster. I don't know.
Oh, what? There's a plot hole. Fill it with gas.
Or determination, because determination
Oh yeah.
can do everything, don't you know?
Yeah. You know, actually, at the end, it's just gonna be Gaster. Like, I don't know. Nobody cares about Frisk. In the end, it's just Gaster.
Just gas.
just instead of just Monica, it's just Gaster, and you just and it's just the whole episode of just saying just Gaster, just Gaster, just Gaster. The easiest episode to film ever.
And at the end, Gaster resets his PC.
I mean,
I'm
April
sorry,
Fools. I mean, April Fool. I mean, April Fool's Day is coming up soon, so you could do something like that.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna write that down.
Delta Experiment says, "Oops, all Gaster."
You think there was any thought behind this? No, it's all Gaster.
Speaking of holidays, I was thinking about like before we got super busy last week. I was thinking about like possibly doing like a Valentine's Day Undertale Undertale a stream where it was like where I'd basically like be like, hey, I want to talk about ships for like 90 minutes and stuff, but I kind of forgot about yeah, just wow, hey, there's this box of lighter fluid. Let me put it right next to this match.
Let me put it right next to this fireworks factory. Just
Oh boy, nothing bad will ever happen from that.
uh,
And if it does, blame it on Gaster.
yes, blame it on...
Yeah.
Because it's always Gaster, don't you
It's
know?
always happened. Zelda Experiment says sequel to the Fransfic when? What Frans? Which
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's gonna take some explaining. I think I explained this before, but for April Fool's Day for last year, I made a joke fanfic. It was like a really terrible fanfic, like on levels of like My Immortal, which is like this super awful like Harry Potter fanfic, and it was basically me joking about and it was basically me doing a Franz fanfic and stuff, but in the style of like some like hapless like Wattpad user, which yeah, it was like very shit posty and stuff. But what actually made it like actually like have some value to it was that they was that was that they like the whole cast was acting really strange and out of character and stuff, and that was one of the big jokes of the thing. There was Asriel, who was basically from my AU the whole time. That was completely normal, and he was just like, "The hell's going on here? Why are you people doing this?" Basically, he was a straight man to all this craziness that was happening around him, and it made the thing better. He was just calling out like, "No, that's not how that works," the whole time, and a lot of people really like that. And for Delta Experiment, to answer your question, April Fool's Day is coming up in a month or two, so yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, Pasta, now you made me want to do an April Fool's fan fiction thing.
I was thinking also about doing an April Fool's podcast, but I think that's a bit much.
A little bit. We just post everywhere that we're gonna do a podcast, and then the entire time it's just us being like, hold on, technical difficulties.
Yeah, we promised we promised like the biggest guests. Like we're gonna have Absolute Dream on. We're gonna have Camila Chavez. We're gonna have Toby Fox and Tammy on. They're all coming, guys. We swear. It's just that we need to figure out these technical difficulties first.
Or you could live stream it, but act like their audio wasn't working. So like the whole chat would be like, "Oh no, we can't hear them," and you're just there like, "Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that's so cool! Wait, Undertale 2 is coming out! Oh my gosh!"
What's that? You're telling me the entire plot of Deltarune after chapter 1 in detail? I didn't expect that ship to be canon. What ship am I talking about? Shame no one can hear you.
Well, aren't you worried about spoilers, Toby? Oh.
What's that? The dog did it. I didn't expect that.
Everyone who's on this podcast must be so lucky, because I now know all the secrets of Undertale.
Yes.
When is Deltarune coming out? Wow, that's soon. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Deltarune's coming out in the 15th.
Yes, the 15th.
It actually does come out on the 15th of some random month. I'll be...
Of any month.
That'd be just freaking crazy. I mean, Undertale did come out on September 15th. That's why I had a big 5th anniversary live stream where I played through the whole game and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't do the genocide route because one, I've never done that, and two, just two, I don't want to because I'm a sweet boy. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, which I will do it if we, I will do a whole live stream where I try to do the genocide route in one go. Just I don't care how long it takes and stuff. I will try to do it.
With saving or without saving?
With saving, Jesus, I'm not a. Mino Delta or Chapter 2 will come out February 31st.
February 31st.
God, man,
Wow, that's so soon.
Man, that's my favorite. Man, that's my favorite day. Man, that's my favorite day. Right, it's right up there with it's right up there with June 28th, 9th.
Oh man, you don't know. My favorite is October 32nd.
Oh yeah, how could I forget about that? That Halloween 2, the Halloween.
You know, my favorite month of the year is Germany.
Dude.
Bad time to drink water. Undone?
Actually, here's another funny thing. Like, when I started writing Reset, like back in January 2020, I think.
Okay. Before the dark times.
Yeah. Like when I first started writing it, I didn't even finish the genocide route. So it was really a bad idea to start writing a fanfic that well, no, not fanfic, but like writing an AU that just takes place after Frisk.
A few pieces of meat, and also probably one of the.
Pasta, is your brother talking to you?
Yes, he basically brought me my lunch. What do you mean brought you my? That's my lunch. All that's left is low main besides this. Well, and rice, but you can always.
What do you mean your lunch is my lunch?
I've only have some. There's plenty of low main left. Don't eat that.
Tab, there's two of them now.
Oh no.
Alright, I think you can continue.
Yeah.
Alright. Good.
Don't mind me just have a full mouth full of Chinese food.
It's fine. So I started writing chapter 1 before I finished the genocide run. And yeah, I played Undertale without looking it up. Like, I didn't know what would happen. So I literally had no idea. And well, so I did that and thought, well, that sucks, but it's probably fine. And then I did Pacifist again, because that's what Frisk did in Reset. And at the very end, wait, am I allowed to say spoilers for Undertale? Can
we've
do that?
spoiled plenty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm really allowed to just spoil everything.
Yes.
Okay, so like at the end of the like soulless pacifist run, when there's just the little cutscene with Frisk and like Toriel bringing the cake, and then Tori goes back out and Frisk just turns to the camera and has those red eyes. That's something that I didn't really consider, like the whole soul selling stuff. So I just I basically rewrote chapter 1 and probably chapter 2 as well. No, probably just chapter 1, because at first it really didn't really make sense because there was a lot of stuff that just didn't line up. Because I decided to write it before I even finished the game completely, so that wasn't really a smart thing of me to do. But yeah, it ended up being a little bit better.
Yeah. Again, I've never done the genocide route, but I know all about that. I know all about that stuff. Stuff that happens in it because, well, I've been on the internet and I was curious, and even though Flowey, like, in the dialogue basically insults you for being like, hey, you know, you're a terrible person, but you know what's even worse? Those people that just watch this stuff happen.
Yeah.
It's just like, Flowey, shush!
Whereas we have this one thing where this gonna come out of nowhere, but in the Batman Arkham games, there's one of the big side quests of it is basically trying to solve all the Riddler's puzzles and trials and stuff, and there's this amazing fourth wall breaking line where it's just like, what? You're almost done collecting all of them. You must be cheating, looking them up on the internet, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Basic. Oh, I got a good amount of viewers actually. Yeah. What? So what actually drew you to Undertale and Deltarune and stuff? Because from what I can tell, it's not the standard like, oh, I watched a Let's Play of someone playing it and then. I'm asking you.
Wait, sorry. It kind of cut off.
But I'm asking, how did you find Undertale / Deltarune in the first place?
Oh yeah, sorry. Like I said, it just cut off. It's. I think it was mostly because I saw so many people talking about it. Like, it was everywhere. It was like all over the internet. Like, this was in 2018 or 19, I think. So not too long ago. But I just saw a lot of people talking about it, and I was like, hey, I wanna check this out. And again, like I said, I played Deltarune first because I didn't know that it came after Undertale. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's complicated.
Yeah,
breaks
so
out the chart. That one chart from that like conspiracy theorist meme.
Oh yes.
Yeah. No, it's just I played Deltarune first, and I really liked it. And a while after that, I just figured out that Undertale exists. At first, I just wanted to watch a playthrough, but the first one I saw was like 10 hours, and I was like, heck no, I'm not watching this. And then I actually ended up finding out that my one of my real life friends was just getting into Undertale, and yeah, she told me a lot about it, and she really liked the game too. So I was like, I might try this out. Just downloaded it, and I really tried to avoid spoilers. I got spoiled for some things, but yeah, mostly I just played it blind. Is it called that? Playing it blind?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, at first it really wasn't. I wasn't thinking that I was gonna make a whole AU out of it, because I've never done that. and yeah, it just kind of it's really an emotional game, and like it delivers messages and everything. And I think it was actually one of the first games like that I played that just really teach you something while still being like I don't know. Undertale's like it's a silly little game, but it's also really serious, and like it can make you cry. I cried.
I
So
did
it's just
too.
Me too.
yeah, it's just really fascinating, and yeah. Then I found more people on the internet that liked it, and so I just kind of got into the fandom, and I saw people doing AUs, and I wanted to do that too, so I just did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of leads me to my next question. What AUs like inspired this one?
Well, I've got to say it was mostly I don't know. Well, there are a lot of AUs that inspired it because I was getting into comics and comic dubs and stuff and animations. Um, but mostly I think it was Deeper Down from Saragi. Saragi, am I saying that right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
She
surprisingly,
was
surprisingly, you said it right the first time, which most people don't.
well, but yeah, it's a really good comic and it inspired me a lot. Then there's also the actually the hand plates comic dubs, like not the comic itself, but the dubs. That's kind of what also inspired the audio drama part. Because comic dubs are just really cool with like voice actors and putting sound and everything. I just really like that idea.
I still haven't read or watched hand plates yet.
Boston, how could you?
Look, I'm sorry. Okay, uh, it, look, look. I'm behind on a lot of things. Like, I watched all of Underverse season 1 and stuff, but I still haven't watched any of X Tale or season 2 yet.
I've actually watched Underverse like a week ago or something.
Wow, did you
Like it's
enjoy
been
it?
yeah, it was really good. A little confusing because I watched it late at night and my brain wasn't working a lot, but it was really
Understandable.
cool.
Hand plates is so good. Yeah, you don't get to talk about not watching cool stuff in Delta Experiment. I know you haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, we just calling everybody out right now. Okay.
It's the original Delta Experiment, not hand plates. What's wrong with you? Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I was looking for. I was looking. Look, I was looking for. I was looking for a good Deltarune comic and stuff on Tumblr, and I stumbled across your guys' thing. So yeah.
I mean,
Handplays has always been in the background. I've always meant to watch it one day, and I probably will. And I'll probably love it to bits like everyone else. But until then, I'm sorry.
actually, if we're talking about what inspired Reset again, I think it was actually a lot of not Undertale related things. Like I think a lot of stuff got inspired by, for example, the Harry Potter movies and books as
Mm-hmm.
well. Because I love Harry Potter. It's literally so good.
Yeah,
So I think
sure the author's
I
a horrible person, but that's beside the point.
yeah, no, I just think I got a bit of inspiration from that as well. 'Cause, like it's just so with magic and everything and fantasy. It just yeah, I
Yeah,
just really like it.
for those playing at home, I'm about to say the phrase that you're supposed to take a drink to. Please don't let it be alcoholic, though, because I don't want that on my conscience. So in my AU, I also took a lot of inspiration from other sources. I took inspiration from like anime, other web comics that I've read. What comics that I read? A whole bunch of other. A bunch of other stuff like movies and books and all that, and actually a little bit of inspiration from Harry Potter and stuff, but yeah, and honestly that inspiration is still coming through because on the Deltarune thing, which yes, I know those people that really like it and stuff, I know it's been a while since I've updated it. Been since December. I feel really bad about it. Please don't bring it up. But yeah.
When's the next chapter coming out, Pasta? I've been waiting so long.
Yeah, when's it coming out?
It's simple. It's coming out the day after Half-Life 3 comes out.
Oh.
No, it's not coming out never. But basically,
it'll come out when it comes out.
Yeah. I hope to get it out by the end of this month, but I'm working on something else. Right now. I'm working actually on a Hell of a Boss fanfic right now, but that's
gasp.
Yes. Which I know Tab is a fan of because when I first asked her to be on, she had a Hell of a Boss character as her profile picture.
Yeah, and I would have kept it if I didn't want to look a bit more professional.
Yes, so professional as she's on the podcast with the stock bowl of pasta and the a nicely drawn duck in a Christmas hat.
It is a scarf and it is a winter hat. It is snowing outside, so it is still relevant.
It's not snowing where I am. You jerk, you're keeping up all the snow.
Well, get good.
I mean, it's very cold where I am, too, so...
Yeah, it's cold where I am. There just isn't any frickin' snow.
I mean, there's snow here, that's what I was trying to say.
But yeah... honestly, like I was trying to say before, with my Deltarune AU, it's I've changed up some of it because I changed up my some of it because I rewatched the Lord of the Rings trilogy with my brother, which he hadn't seen before. And I'm just like, I want to put some of that in there. Delta Experiment Ducks can be Professor Looking Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, but yeah, I've brought up this point before, but it's interesting. Like a lot of the time, it's like we always talk about like, oh, I got inspired by this Undertale AU, or oh, I got inspired by this fanfic or Undertale fanfic or something. But there's actually but I think a lot of the time the most creative stuff comes when people like think outside the fandom and just starts putting stuff into there with their stuff like I mean, yeah, there's always like Undertale has always been associated with anime and stuff, but I also put in some stuff from like say political drama I like to watch and stuff. So yeah, inspiration can come from anywhere as long as you think you can fit into the story. Yeah, my headphones fell off. God dang it! All right. Cupcake.
Actually...
last I checked, it was 1 degree below freezing here. Yeah. In Minnesota and stuff. Over this next upcoming week, it's gonna be like a negative 30 32 degrees Fahrenheit and stuff, which is super cold even for Minnesota.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. All this extreme winter weather and stuff, and and that's actually really troublesome because my country is like they got like a lot of they got like the COVID vaccine and stuff, and they're trying to distribute it. But a whole bunch of the country is like being pelted by snow and stuff, and they're just like, guys, we're trying to vaccinate people. It's just like, no, you're not. Now when it's snowing like this. Yeah. Uh, to bring it back more to reset for a second. So what made you yeah, what oh god. All right. Anyways, so what made you decided to have a fixed like it being like 10 chapters long and all that? Because most writers when they put something out, they don't usually like put a chapter limit on it and stuff. So is like the script all done already or?
Well, yeah, the script, I finished the script a day before my birthday, actually, which is great because I set the deadline for my birthday. Like, so back in July last year was when the script was finished. Because I wanted it to be all done and set before I started publishing it. And before I started writing the script, I did kind of like this mini script kind of thing, where I just decided to make 10 chapters because 10 chapters sounds good. Like it's really nice to have 10 chapters. It's a good number.
And, yeah, nice round number. I think my story
Yeah.
finished up with like 34, but then again, my chapters are a lot shorter than like say like 30 minutes for the first one and stuff like that. If you read them aloud.
Yeah. So I did this kind of mini script where I just wrote like the basic plot down and what was gonna happen. Because a lot of the times, like I've been writing a lot of stories like ever since I was a little kid. I wrote a lot of stories. And a lot of them didn't get finished because I had no idea where the story was even going. Like I would just write and I would have no idea where it was gonna go. So I just kind of needed to like put a goal and work up to that. Like create a finish scene and then create a story around it, which would make sense to just until I got to that finish scene, kind of.
Yeah, like how I write it, it's basically like I think about like a whole bunch of like cool points in the story that I want to happen, but then it's like okay, how do I connect that actually?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I gotta say though, while I was trying to just write the chapters according to plan, I did end up changing a huge thing as I was writing. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it completely changed the entire ending and the whole last chapters.
Ooh.
And that was just because I felt like the ending that Reset Now has just fits a lot more, and it makes the whole thing just a little more believable and a little more serious. I really don't want to spoil much, but I just felt like that would fit better, and I just couldn't write the other ending because it wasn't a good ending. It was boring. It was literally boring. And that's also a thing. Once the script was finished, I read through it again and edited out some of the mistakes that I found, Mostly grammar mistakes, because I don't want any grammar mistakes in the whole script.
Uh, yeah. Honestly, like grammar is a big thing for me. Like, like it's not horrendous or anything for me, but it's like grammar is like one of the hardest things for me to really do and stuff. That's why I have like Grammarly and stuff assisting me, because I'm just like I don't remember where to put a comma.
I'm gonna be honest, I used Grammarly too.
Hey,
And
if it helps yet.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, because like my native, and of course, as soon as I try to tell people that I can't properly speak English, I suddenly start not being able to speak proper English again. Anyway, my native language is not English, so I was just super worried that I just couldn't really write a big thing without making tons of errors and stuff. I was just really worried, so I used a lot of Grammarly and Google Translate and stuff. But I think it's pretty much fine.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, like after the script was done, I just decided to leave it be, because like again that was in July, and I just had to leave it be, because I can't go back and edit all the mistakes and all the sentences that didn't completely make sense out, because I would never get the whole thing to actually be done that way if I would always just go back and be like, no guys, don't record the lines yet because there might be something wrong. So I just kind of had to leave it be, and that was actually really a hard thing to do, because like again, the first chapter was written in like January or February, so like exactly a year ago, and I've matured a lot since then, and I've of course improved. I've improved and stuff, and I've gotten better at writing and at just speaking English and stuff. And that was just so hard to actually release chapter 1, because I was like, oh no, that sentence could have been better, or oh no, I could have added that in there, or that, or whatever, and I could have left that out. But I'm pretty proud of it still, even if there's slight mistakes. It's been a year since then, and the other chapters get much better.
Yeah, I had that feeling too, because I look back at some of my older stuff and I'm just like, oh Christ, why did I think that was good? But yeah, Delta Experiment, are you still looking for voices for Reset? Do you think you got the full cast figured out?
Well, I mean, people can still quit. We've had like 5 or 6 people quit already, but we got another person for each role actually. But there's Papyrus, and wait, I probably no, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, and we don't have anyone for him. I mean, it's probably not.
So yeah, any up and coming voice actors who want to hear the Great Papyrus? Yeah, hit her up, I guess.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna put the server link in the YouTube live chat. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, because we really need a Papyrus, and there's nobody auditioning for him, so I need help.
Help!
I'm desperate, please. I just want to get chapter 3 out.
So
I was about to ask how chapter 3 is going, but yeah, without the Papyrus, I imagine it not really going.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. There's like 2 out of 3 main. Wait, no. There's 4 main characters if you count the narrator, and half of them hasn't sent me their lines for chapter 3 yet. Not calling anyone out, but if you're hearing this, you're being called out. And yeah, they haven't sent me their lines yet, but when they do, I'll start editing chapter 3, and I'm not gonna get it out in February, I think.
Oof.
But I'm still gonna try. And yeah. But it's definitely gonna be released somewhere early March, I think. Because I don't want to leave too much time between the chapters. So chapter 3 is probably gonna come out in like 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe. Jeez, 4 weeks sounds long.
Oh.
But yeah, around that.
Yeah, I haven't had a new chapter since December. I know the pain. Oh god, I know the pain. Anyways, yeah. Apparently it's Moonshine Victory that's being called out, from what I can tell. So,
Wait, actually though, there's a thing that I can say for sure, and that's that Reset is gonna be finished this year. Like that's
Ooh.
like my main goal, to like get all chapters out this year. Like
Yeah.
that would be really really cool if I could just get everything out within 1 year. Because
Yeah.
otherwise it's just gonna be so long, and like life doesn't get less busy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah, sorry. You can go.
No, you're the one explaining your life.
All right. So, well, it's gonna be a bit stressy the next few months, cause with school and stuff, and I'm supposed to be graduating, graduating, yeah, whatever, this year. So yeah, school stuff is gonna get stressy. So I'm just hoping to get everything out as soon as I can. Like the sooner the better. But still, it's gonna be like my big plan to get all chapters out this year. All right, now I'm done.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good. You have a concise plan and stuff. It just know that there is gonna be curveballs and stuff. It's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Might not be easy sailing. I mean, I don't think you'd kill yourself too much if you had to put out like chapter 10 and say like early January instead of like December. But yeah. Honestly, it's like, by the way, it's like, by the way, just to compliment you for a second, your English is like super good from originally being a German speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, I actually took German in high school because foreign language is required and stuff. Thing is, I don't remember any of it because my teacher was freaking awful. he did everything by the book and didn't even try to like spice it up or anything. He'd be like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna read from this chapter." And I'm just like, "Sir, there's gotta be a more interesting way to do this." And he's just like, "Well, what? What you actually accept? What do you think I'm gonna actually make you like speak German or something? What weirdo do you think I am?"
Yeah. I mean, German is a pretty hard language, so.
I mean,
yeah.
It is a bit closer to English than a lot of other languages, like French or Spanish. At least those are the other ones that I had at my school.
I don't think so. It's like it starts off with the fact that there's that literally everything is gendered. Like
Yes.
like for example, the sun is female, the moon is male, and like you got different articles. Articles? Is that the word? I don't know. But you can say the in 3 different ways, just depending on gender, and that's like. Yeah, exactly.
There. I remember some stuff.
Yeah. And that's just like even some native German people have trouble with that. I have trouble with that sometimes. I have no idea what gender a virus is.
The deadly kind.
Yeah, those.
What's your gender? Deaf. Death is my gender.
God, I hate French so much. I do know that like out of all the classes that I could possibly take, French was known as the hard one at my school.
I mean,
Yes.
I started learning French. I can say croissant.
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 Yeah, my mom actually took French at like at the college level, so she could speak way more of it than she could actually speak way more French than I can German because I just took like 2 high school classes on it, and so yeah, it's really weird though. She doesn't bring it up a lot, but what she does is like she speaks it really fluently, and I just don't expect it.
Yeah.
Delta experiment the chat. Death is my gender. Kara probably. Kara, what's your gender?
Death.
Death. There's nothing but death.
Yeah. So anyway, this is more a question of you as like a general YouTuber. Like it's still somewhat related to Undertale because you've also done Undertale stuff for this, but it's more FNAF related stuff. But before you were into this whole audio drama thing, you were into doing like song covers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about those song covers now? And also, do you think they had something to do with you wanting to do like something in audio, considering you already learned a whole bunch from doing those covers?
I mean, the way I feel about them, it's just, like a part of me is just yelling at me to just delete them and just remove them from public because I was 12. I was a little 12-year-old and I thought that I could sing, and that's a very bad combination. So there are some covers that I mean they're awful. Like they're you can't say otherwise. They're awful. I didn't have a mic. I recorded with my phone.
Oh.
And like the point is I didn't even edit it. I would just stand there. I would plug my phone into like my radio so that the music would come out of the speakers and sound less distorted. And then I would just stand in my room and sing. And the worst part is I had like this plastic toy microphone, and like if you talk into it, it would like add some reverb and stuff. And I used that a lot because I couldn't add reverb and echo and stuff, so I would just stand there with that stupid toy microphone and sing.
You doing stuff like that? I did some pretty cringy stuff back in the day. Like before I did any of this like podcasting or writing or any of that other stuff, I want to be a Let's Player and stuff. I want to do Let's Plays. I did stuff with like Minecraft and Terraria and even got this like expensive device called an Elgato. Help me record stuff like for my like Wii U and Nintendo Switch, and yeah, I think the worst one was like I played this game called Mega Man X5, and I was like 10 or 11 at the time, and okay, so something about me that you guys may or may not know. When I was younger, specifically between the ages of about 3 to about 12, I couldn't pronounce my THs. So instead of me being like the, I go the, or it it was just so yeah the whole time. So yeah, I I recorded it with this camcorder. Of course, I didn't like actually have a recording software. I just put it in front of the just put it in front of the laptop. Probably propped up on some like books or something, and and recorded it. And my and we and I even showed it to my parents and stuff, like on the on the big like not even on the little camcorder. Like I got the attachment out and put it on like the big flat screen TV we have downstairs, so they could see me and my brother playing this game, playing this game, and and of course, us being little kids and stuff, they were like, "Oh yeah, that was so sweet and stuff." But my older sister was like, "Man, it's nice, man, 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 yeah, it's pretty good. You sure do sound like little kids though, with how you can't even pronounce your ths." So, and and of course, when you're like that age, you're just like when someone calls you a little kid, you just lose it for a little bit internally. But yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily I never uploaded that. I never figured out how to do it. But yeah. But there's on this YouTube channel that I now have, there is some hidden stuff that's just still there. Specifically my playthrough of Terraria and of Terraria and F and this game called Faster Than Light, and they're still there at 15, and oh my god, my voice sounds is so bad at that. But
I mean, yeah, sorry.
I mean, Tab, like, you're way more mature. For just talking to you for like about an hour, you're way more mature than I was at 15. Like, I like to think back then, it's like, yeah, I was a mature. Back then, I was like, I'm so mature compared to all those idiots in my classes. And I'm just like, and now looking back, I'm just like, no, you're not. You're just immature in a different way. But yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So
I think I once wanted to get into gaming. That must have probably been like in 2018 or something, when I was still 12 or 13 or something. And that was back when I couldn't really speak English fluently. So I would just record everything in German and then put literally so much effort into putting English subtitles. But like I remember I used to be a beta tester for like this one horror game made by like this small YouTuber. And I don't know, we were kind of friends. I'm not sure, but yeah, I was there, and like I picked that game as like my first let's play playthrough thing. Recorded it all in German, put subtitles, and then sent it to the guy. It was like, hey, do we want to look at this? It's all German, but I added subtitles. You can read a lot of stuff now. And yeah, that was really, really weird. I don't have those videos online anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking at the videos you still have, which are pretty much all of them are FNAF, FNAF stuff, and and I'm just like, that I remember that song. I haven't been into Five Nights at Freddy's for years, mainly because because I'm just like, yeah, I just kind of lost interest in it over time. and and yeah, and yeah. Oh my gosh, 50 subscriber specials. Oh jeez.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I keep all these old videos up is just because I kind of don't want to be rude to myself. That sounds weird. But like I remember when I uploaded them, I was proud of them. And it was the best I could do at that time. And I just kind of want to respect my 12-year-old self and just
basically, you keeping those videos up is basically like a big you tried sticker on.
yeah. And the stuff I still make, because like I want to continue making song covers, but recently life has been pretty stressy and I haven't really found the time to do that, but I want to get back into it again. um but yeah, the covers I record by now are still, they aren't professional. Like they're good, they're all right, but they're still not super good. And like if I would remove the horrible things, the my latest covers wouldn't look as good anymore, you know, like in comparison. Like
Mhm.
if you watch my first video and then watch my last one, actually I think the last one's bad. But yeah, if you just compare like an old video to a newer video, you'd see that I've improved a lot. And if I would remove the old videos, it would just look like I can't do anything properly. So that's kind of
Mm,
the reason why I keep it all up.
makes sense.
Hmm. Uh, DMC Saga War. What the heck is that? The real Spitlin? I don't. Spitleon? I don't know.
It, Leon.
Uh. Oh. Yeah. Undertale is one of my favorite games. It's not my favorite game. I was actually talking about this earlier with my brother today. My favorite game. If I had to if gunpoint, I probably would want to pick a favorite game. But if I had to, it, if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Super Mario Galaxy because that game's so good. I love it to bits. It was the first time where I was like truly like sucked into a game world and stuff when I was a kid. So yeah, even though I'm still never 100% that game, even though I claim it's my favorite of all time. So yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
I mean, Undertale is one of my favorite games too, but it's just one of them. If I would
Mhm.
really have to pick like my favorite game, I honestly think it would probably be Minecraft. Just because like in Minecraft you can do so much and like you can literally do anything, and the music is so good.
Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. The thing is, it's like, uh, Minecraft to me, it's like, it's the most fun when you're playing it with friends and stuff. And I don't actually
Mhm.
get to do it all that often because of the circumstances I'm in. But when I do, it's like you'll have to. It's like it's one of those things where it's just like, Aaron, you missed lunch. Are you gonna come downstairs? No, I don't need food.
Yeah.
I don't need water. All I need is more blocks.
Gotta find a sheep, Mom. Gotta find one.
I'm trying to build a castle here. The end dragon isn't gonna kill itself.
Foster, we should play Minecraft sometime.
You should.
When I get a computer that can actually play Minecraft again.
What is your computer situation right now? Like,
So,
I'm kind of
right
confused
now,
on that front.
our home computer, which was the computer that I used for playing games and streaming and stuff, died. And then we got, and I still have my laptop. My laptop is my laptop. But then we got this temporary computer from my brother, which is old and doesn't work that well. And the only games it can really play are either old CD-ROM games or or pixel games.
Hmm.
And it cannot do streaming at all, or else it dies. And So currently, I'm paying my brother to get me parts so that we can build a new computer for me, and same build copy of it for the family computer.
Mm-hmm.
But graphic cards are kind of crazy right now. The one
Yeah.
that we were looking at, we have to wait for the prices to go down, or else we have to pay $300 more,
Oh my god.
because the one that we were looking at is supposed to be at the usual time like $170. But right now it's like $460.
Jeez.
Damn.
And yeah, so that's the situation right now. We're waiting on graphic cards.
I have an interesting relationship with computers. Like, back in the day, I was a dumb kid. I went onto a bunch of websites I wasn't supposed to. Supposed to. Supposed to. I got viruses on the computer and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, since I was using like my dad's computer for most of that, and he had antivirus software, that wasn't all that troubling. Until I got my own computer, that is. and I just completely ignored like my sister and just everyone else being like, you need to install some antivirus or some anti-malware stuff, and I'm just like, I'll be fine. I'm a good boy. I'm not gonna get any viruses. So I got a bunch of viruses on my computer, and so yeah. I have this old laptop. I have this Dell laptop, which I really like. It is a nice laptop. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade it anytime soon. It's not the best computer I've ever seen and stuff, but it's still a nice, solid computer. It does all I want. It plays the games I want. It lets me write. It does school now because I kind of have to do that because of the playing outside. But yeah,
like,
but yeah, this older one, I was a piece of shit too. I like it was like basically my sister's old laptop computer, and she took care of it pretty well and stuff. That's why I got a nice hand-me-down and stuff. But I did it because I was like 13, 14 at this point.
I remember the first computer I had. I think it had like Windows 95 on it or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. The first computer I had Windows Vista on it.
The current temporary computer is Windows 7.
Oof.
I mean, actually, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. To actually finish my story right quick. So yeah, I treated this computer really badly. Like some of the keys like came off. As a part of the screen got cracked, I think at one point. But yeah, I didn't treat it all that well. And not even just physically, because I went onto a bunch of websites and stuff that I really shouldn't have, and my computer just was completely just fried at this point. It was just like, please send help. And my sister like one day just comes in and seeing like the virus, one of the viruses or stuff freaking out my computer, and she's like, what the hell are you doing with my old computer? And I'm just like, well, you see. And so she installs like malware bytes and stuff on there, which for those who don't know is like a super like nice and simple tool to like which is a nice simple
computer.
Yeah. And apparently there were about 5,000 pieces of malware on that thing.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
And I'm just and you know, I felt bad, but I was also amazed, like, how could it even do anything at that point? how did it run at all? Like, I thought if you got that many that much malware, it just like explodes or something, but apparently not.
Poor computer. It had like a fever and a cough and all these other things. You wouldn't give it medicine.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know how to give it medicine. That was the thing. And after that, I've always been super safe with my computers. I got Norton on this one and Malwarebytes and stuff. So yeah, I'm basically okay on it. So what were you trying to say? Tab.
I think I forgot by now.
Oh.
I don't know. It wasn't important. It's fine.
It's okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Okay, so I guess some other questions we could still ask you about your AU. Uh, excuse me. What? So the So, you say you're not that good an artist and stuff, but for the thumbnails and throughout the video, there is some artwork. So, is that your artwork or is that someone else's?
Oh no, that's actually my artwork. Like I drew it. I drew the base like on an actual sheet of paper, and then I took a photo of that and put it into Paint.net, and then I just drew it all on Paint.
Well, at least
So, like,
you did Paint.net and not just Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, no, Paint.net. So, yeah, technically, no, that's my art. I did that. Like, completely by
Too
myself.
bad.
Yeah, thanks. It's alright. It's just, art isn't my thing, and I can't draw anything.
Yeah, art really isn't my thing either. It's basic. I've basically accepted at this point I'll never be that good of an artist, or at least a drawer. I mean, artist is a term, like, I can technically be a great artist by my writing, but when you say artist, most people know what you mean. And yeah, I don't have any drawing skills. Well, I probably could actually do it. It's just my brain is like, oh, hey, that's not like Disney or like super clean anime quality. You're a failure. Why are you even bothering? And I'm just sketching God.
Oh gosh.
But yeah. So.
I mean, I guess that artwork I did, it's doing all right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want people to like directly look at Frisk because I'm not really proud of how I drew Frisk, but they are like right in the middle of the picture, so it's a little hard to not look at them. But yeah, it's all right. I just did it because it had to be done, and it's all right. It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. Just another thing about the general production of this thing. So, you're the creator and the writer, but who are like the editors and all that stuff? Like, is it just all you doing all the behind the scenes stuff, and there's just the voice actors just controlling their voices, or is there something else to it?
Well, I did all the writing, and I sent the script over to my friend Miro, so that he can like check if there are any logical errors or plot holes or whatever. I filled all the plot holes with Gaster, don't worry. And well, but other than that, it's all really just me. Like, the editing, I do all of the editing, 100% of the editing. I just wait for all the voice actors to send me their lines, and then I just put them together, add the sound effects, put some music over it. I'm planning to make some music for it by myself as well, because I don't just wanna only put the Undertale music. So I'm maybe gonna make a few tracks by myself.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But yeah, I just do it all on my own.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can understand that because I think I mentioned this most of the times before, but just as a shout out to all of you, I'm basically the whole thing running all this stuff. I come up with the ideas. I come up with the I come up with all the ideas. Uh, I do I do a whole bunch of I do all the technical stuff. Like it's always my computer that's streaming this stuff. Yeah. Uh. Okay, this is more of a just general curiosity question. Why out of all the characters that you could possibly cameo as, you were just like you were just like you were just you were just like you're just like, I want to be Temmie.
Oh, well, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. I just, actually, I have no idea. I just wanted to, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember. There's so much stuff I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
it's just...
Honestly, like how I would see it is like you just wanted to be like, yeah, I don't want to like insert myself too much, but I would like a speaking role, and Temmie's a bit of a derp, and they're pretty funny, so I might as well play that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do have a bigger role later on, but I don't want to say anything about that. Like,
Spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Spoilers.
No. But yeah, that's just I originally wasn't gonna do that. Like, I was always switching between making myself voice Frisk, because I was like, hey, this is my project, I want to be the main character. But honestly, I can't really do a Frisk voice. Like, I just didn't fit for Frisk. But yeah, I got this character, and I think I'm pretty good with that character. Again, I don't want to spoil much, but yeah. And I don't know, I just love Temmie. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
Also looking at just the other voice actors and stuff, it looks like you've found a lot of people from a wide range of different stuff. I'm like seeing like YouTube, Amino, Instagram, Tumblr.
Yeah. I mean, I found them all on Discord. Like, I don't have Tumblr, I don't have Amino, I don't even know how to say it. I barely use Instagram. It's all just from Discord. But yeah. Wait, actually, about the Temmie thing, I remember. Cause again, it was the same thing. Like, Temmie's got such a short appearance, kinda. Cause like Temmie is there, and then Temmie is never there again. So I didn't want anyone to like just just have like 3 sentences or something. That just doesn't look fair to me. And I figured I could kind of do a good Temmie voice. Of course, the voice I'm talking in right now is not really a Temmie voice. But yeah.
I like the tangents that Temmie goes on.
Yeah.
It just they fit, but then they don't. But it makes sense because it's Temmie.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the in-game character, or her just as a person?
I don't really know how Temmie is as a person. but I imagine she probably goes on tangents during her streams.
Yeah. It'd be so cool to have Temmie on this. Probably, I'd probably get a whole bunch of attention then.
Oh yeah.
Easily get to 1,000 subscribers. it would be like that one SpongeBob meme where it's like it shows like a few people coming up to the stand, and then like SpongeBob like puts out this one thing, and then there's like a gazillion people surrounding
regular
it.
episode of the determined Temmie episode of the determined podcast.
I mean, my end game is to eventually get Toby Fox out here, which would just make my head explode.
I mean, it might be possible in a while, like if the channel gets more attention and stuff.
Yeah, he is still a pretty like secretive person though, and I'm not sure how he would, if he would be comfortable with coming on some podcast to talk about his game and stuff. Or not like any like major magazine or whatever that could like actually like pay him to like be interviewed or anything like that. But
yeah,
we we don't even have a Patreon, which we probably won't until we at least get at least we get to like 1,000 subscribers, because that's the only way I know we have enough people that we could actually make some sort of money off of this.
So support us on Patreon. The link is nowhere.
If you want to support us on Patreon, make a Patreon page for us and then send us all the money. But and you'll get a 0.01% of the cut, which you'll get this piece of lint from how much value it probably will get from how little people would be interested in supporting us right now.
Why is it good lint? That's the question.
Yeah, is it lint from like a pocket, or is it lint from like a belly button? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Honestly, it's like with how like big this with how big and diverse this fandom is and stuff. It's like seeing like just how many where you could like find all this different stuff just depending on which social media you're using and all that. It's kind of crazy like how it is, and it's just and yeah, but again, that's kind of what I want the Determined podcast to be. Like I explained this last episode, but basically I want it to be like the converging point of like the whole fandom and stuff to like come on and just chat about the game we all like for for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a really good idea. Like, I don't know. I just haven't really seen a lot of like, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of podcasts in general or listened to them, but it's just really nice to like give even the small creators some respect and like just interview them a little bit and just it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right.
We want to be able to get into the heads of different creators, whether it be a well-known creator or a not so well-known creator, and we hope that with the well-known creators that they might bring us a little bit of views, but then when we have someone not as well-known, that we can bring them some views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, like last time we recorded something, it was like with like a big channel, like 2 all-nighters, and now we're doing you that barely has like it has like a little less than 200 subscribers on your
Yeah.
channel. So yeah, we have more subscribers than you, even though it's like 206, and you're like 189. So
Yeah. I mean, I remember when chapter 1 came out, and like I got asked if I wanted to be on the podcast. I remember you guys had like 1 or 2 subs less than me, and suddenly you have like more
yeah,
because your channel is
those
growing so
the,
fast.
those people really want to see me play that genocide route, I guess. But I've probably said this before, but internet growth, especially on social media and stuff, it's never like a nice steady build up. It's either all at once. It's usually all at once. Like one video YouTube will be like, yeah, that can be shown like onto like the homepage and stuff, and get so many views that way and all that. Just whatever YouTube decides to like promote and all that.
Yeah.
Oh
It's all
yes.
a matter. It's all a matter of the algorithm.
The darn algorithm.
We're all at the mercy of the algorithm.
Please, noble algorithm, please have mercy on us.
Please. Please don't throw us into the void.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up for now. Unless
If anybody has questions in the chat, you better put them in now.
yeah. I know that like half of you are like for her already like know her and stuff, and probably know like a whole bunch of typical questions answered and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, well, I guess I can ask you one last question, and while we let those questions roll, and this is the question I like to ask all my guests that come on. How do you feel about your current state in the Undertale fandom?
Well, I mean, it's just like sadly chapter 1 and chapter 2 they haven't really been doing well, sadly, so like not a lot of people saw it. Oh, wait, do you mean like uh where Reset stands in the fandom, or like me?
I guess both really, because
Both either.
yeah, both either like as yourself as a creator, or as just as your baby like AU or whatever.
I mean, it's well, it's not really, it's a big project, and I hope it gets like more attention and stuff. And it might
So it takes a lot more work. So it takes a lot more work than us like just recording for like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So I just hope that maybe the algorithm will show some mercy. But yeah, still, Undertale is just a great game, and maybe I'm gonna do some other project, like some other AU someday. I don't know. It just really depends on how Reset's gonna do.
Yeah. Watch me say
Yeah,
like, you're so small and stuff, and then episode 3 gets like 10,000 views, and you're just like, what the flip?
Yeah, I would like that to happen.
There's nothing wrong in that. We all us YouTubers are all craving some amount of attention. That's why we do this.
I mean, it really doesn't have to be like 10k views. It would be cool if the videos could get like 300 or 400 views or something. Like that would already be cool because that's more than what my other videos usually get.
Yeah. Uh, our most our most uh our most uh our most popular video on our on this channel is is the interview we did with uh is the interview we did with Ziragi of all people, funnily enough. Maybe because she advertised the heck out of it. Unlike some other people, Starbot Dubs, you never made that. You never made that YouTube. You never made that community post like you said you would. I'm calling you out, even though I know you're not hearing, because you've never come back for any of the other, for any of like the celebration stuff with all the guests we've had on before. But yeah, that one's sitting at like 720 something views. That's like the highest we get. And we usually get like around like 100 or a little under that for most of our stuff.
But also keep in mind that was an earlier episode, meaning more people have come along, watched it as time went on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dr. Becca, how you doing? Yeah, you did come in a bit late. We are wrapping up soon, but yeah. Oh, but Moonshine Victory actually has a good question. My question is, how did you find the motivation for this? Like, to do this? I'm not sure if that's for you or for or for three of us, for me and Cupcake for doing this podcast. I don't know.
I mean, I guess we can all answer.
Yeah, you go first because you are the guest. You're the person that's supposed to be centered around.
Well, the answer is just I don't know. Like I just love doing things and I love being creative, and so whenever I have free time, I just do it. I mean, of course, there's days where I just don't have motivation, but I don't know. I don't really find the motivation. The motivation finds me, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just since I've got it all planned out, I'm just looking forward to like doing this whole thing and getting it out, and like I think that's kind of what brings me motivation, just to know that it's gonna be really cool when it's all out and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
As for us and Cupcake, I wanted to do this for a long time. Like Cupcake can attest to that. I was like talking about this like a year or so before I even decided to get up and do it. But originally it was kind of selfish. Like, oh, if I interview these people, that means I'll get into their like group of like creators and stuff, because yeah, that's right, all these creators and stuff.
Popular.
Yeah, all these creators, like they have this like secret Discord server, right, where they're all there and they can promote all this stuff for me, and I can ask for anything I want for them. Of course, that was dumb thinking, and even as I interview people with such who've had counts in the freaking million, view counts in the freaking millions and stuff, I am still basically where I have it. I mean, I have some clout now. I can be like, hey, I interviewed this person and stuff. I didn't exactly hate being on my tiny ass podcast. Please come on. So, but yeah. What my main motivation is for this now, like I said before, is for this to be like the converging point for the whole fandom, like whether it be fanfic, fan art, comic dubs, comics, fan games, all sorts of that stuff. Just every little bit and piece of the fandom. I want it to come in here at some point, and at least be here for all this for all this stuff. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up now. Cupcake, you can say like why you actually like want to do this. Like I did drag you into this, but you have probably your own reasons for coming back like each and every time I ask like, hey, I need someone to help.
I did it in the beginning to support Pasta and his idea because I thought it was a fun idea. And also, I wanted to try to make friends in the fandom, not for, clout, but for, hey, I really, really, really like this person. I'd really, really like to be able to talk to them like they're a friend or something. That would be cool.
and, and Cupcake has had her moments where she's just like squeed because like someone like say like links Griffin being like, oh, that's really pretty artwork you have. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, that's a good impression of me. Thank you, Pasta.
Flustered duck noises.
Yes. So that's like the main reason. But I still come on here to support you too, Pasta, because you're my friend, and I like to be, because it's fun.
Yes, it is fun. Thank you, Telster Experiment. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Alright, so, thanks Cupcake for joining me, and thank you so much Tab for joining us too. Like I said before, if you're interested in anything about her AU, the link to her YouTube channel is in the description. So yeah. And as for this podcast, how it's going to be going forward, we actually have our next guest planned out for once. We have this lovely fellow named Vanwood, which may not seem too familiar to you guys, but they voice acted for Papyrus in the Bonely Hearts Club demo that just came out, and I'm sure he has a lot of fun stories to tell us about that and stuff. So yeah, that will be interesting. And also, he has an in for me to meet one of my favorite creators, but I'm gonna leave you into some suspense on who that is for a little bit.
Dun dun.
But yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night, or whatever time of day it is, and take care. And remember, as always, stay determined.
Stay determined.
Stay determined.